most baffling stories I investigated for Official Detective magazine started in Ferndale Forest Preserve on the outskirts of Kansas City one early August Saturday morning when Tommy Harrison and Helen Portman went fishing. The two walked to their favorite fishing hole in Sand Lake prepared to spend the day, never realizing the unusual and gruesome catch they would make.
Boy, look at that water. Should be good fishing today.
Yeah, I'm sure anxious to try my new spinner. Well, here goes. Gosh, my first cast and I'm snagged already.
Let's see if I can help you. It must be a sunken log.
It's coming in, though.
It looks like a big bag of some kind.
Wonder what's in it.
Let's drag it up on the shore and find out. Boy, it's heavy.
Maybe it fell off the top of a truck.
Yeah, and there might be a reward for it. I'll cut it open.
Why don't you just rip open the canvas?
It's awful.
She's been strangled.
Yeah, apparently she was badly beaten.
Yes, several lacerations on her face.
How old do you think she is, Doc? About 22?
Oh, that's hard to tell. Could be 18, 28. We'll have to weigh and measure in the morgue. But I'd say 22 is a good guess.
Yeah. About 5 feet 2. Not very heavy, is she?
Maybe 105, 10 pounds.
You're gonna search her pockets?
Right away.
Be sure and get all the labels and any of the clothing, will you?
Come on, Cope. Let's make a thorough search of the area.
All right. You take this side, Wilson.
All right.
I'll go up to the bridge and take the other. There must be two entrances on both sides of the lake. I don't know how we'll ever find the tracks.
Well, let's have a try at it anyway. You never can tell. See you at the coroner's office, Doc. Well, I sent her fingerprints to the FBI for identification and checked out the Bureau of Missing Persons.
Did you get anything?
No missing persons report filed in Kansas City for anyone answering her description. Anything on your end, Doc?
A preliminary examination establishes strangulation as the cause of her death. Small bones and features, and not more than 18 or 19 years old.
Hardly more than a kid.
Hi, fellas.
Hi.
Doc. Is that from the girl you fished out of the river?
Yeah, why?
Well, I saw a couple in a truck down near the creek.
Yeah, when was this?
Friday afternoon. We've been having some violations of the conservation laws, so I took down the license number.
Well, let's have it.
I got a good look at the woman. She was wearing a red sweater.
We'll check the license number right now. You Robert White?
Why, yes.
Police officers.
Well, anything I can do to help you?
Were you parked along Sand Lake last Friday?
Look, I didn't do anything wrong. A man's personal life is his own business.
Yeah, well, we're not arguing that point. All we want is a straight answer.
Well, why?
Because we got you placed there about the time the body of a young woman was thrown in the lake.
All right, I was in the forest preserve, but I didn't kill anybody.
Was a woman with you?
Well, I can't tell you that.
Now, look, White. A woman in a red sweater has been murdered, and you just admitted that you were on the preserve.
Well, do you want to cooperate, or do you want to go downtown with us?
Anything wrong, Robert?
No, honey. Everything's all right. It's just about that accident I witnessed. Well, her name is Florence Crenshaw. She works as a waitress in the Capitol Cafe over on 8th Avenue. But I haven't seen her since the night I took her home. It couldn't be her because we were home by 6 o'clock. Unless it was afterwards.
All right, thanks. We'll check her out. If she's okay, you can forget that we were ever here. Come on.
How do you do? Is your name Florence Crenshaw?
Yes.
Were you down in the forest preserve with Robert White last Friday?
Why?
We're police officers. Just answer yes or no so that we can leave. Now, were you or were you not in the Forest Preserve last Friday?
Yes, I was.
What color sweater were you wearing?
I was wearing a red sweater.
Thank you.
No identification on the clothing and no missing persons report on anyone faintly resembling the victim.
I rechecked that area 2 or 3 miles on each side yesterday. I don't think the body was thrown in very far from where those kids found it.
Must have been somebody who was familiar with that area.
Well, sure. How else could he found the lanes leading down to the lake?
Well, it could have been someone who went fishing down there.
Now, let's mosey around some of the taverns and see if anybody remembers the girl.
All right.
Yeah, come in.
I'm Gene Parks. I work in a gas station near the Forest Preserve.
I'm Detective Cope.
How do you do, sir?
This is Detective Wilson. Hi.
How do you do, sir?
Now, what's on your mind?
Well, something happened that might be connected with that girl's murder.
Go ahead, we're listening.
Last Friday, a fella came into the station for gas, and while I was wiping off the rear window, he came running around the back and paid me off fast. Then he beat it, like he didn't want me messing around the car.
Did you see anything?
Yes, sir, I did. There was a large canvas bag on the rear seat.
Now, what kind of a car was it?
Light four-door sedan.
Did you get a good look at the man?
Yes, sir, I did. He was slim, had light hair, wore a sports coat, and, oh, yes, he was kind of soft-spoken.
Hundreds of residents living near the Forest Preserve were interviewed. But the only information worthwhile was a report of howling dogs on the evening the body was believed to have been thrown in the creek. With no positive leads, the detectives turned to newspapers for assistance, and a detailed description of the victim and the investigation were widely circulated. Meanwhile, detectives Wilson and Cope toured the Skid Row sections of Kansas City, finally stumbling on a promising lead in a tavern.
A young girl in a red sweater used to come in here, but one night she got in a real beef with the guy she was with. I had to throw them both out.
You know their names?
June Hammond, I think it was. She must live somewhere near here, because she came in nearly every day.
Oh, what about the man?
A petty larceny bookmaker. You know, used to take 25, 50-cent bets. I don't remember his name, but he was a real nasty character, especially when he had a few drinks.
Well, we'll check them out, and we certainly appreciate your help. Thanks.
Yes, June Hammond rented a room for me, but she moved out a couple of weeks ago.
Did she ever wear a red sweater?
I never saw her without it. I think it was the only sweater she had.
I see. Well, do you have any idea where she moved?
No, I haven't. She used to spend a lot of time at a bar and grill over on West Adams Street. Maybe they can help you.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
What's it be, fellas?
Well, were that obvious?
To me, you are.
I understand a little gal by the name of June Hammond used to be a customer here.
Used to be his right. Met a boyfriend here every afternoon. Miserable character. Say, come to think of it, haven't seen either one of them for about a week or so.
Do you know her boyfriend's name?
Danny Gold.
And what's he look like?
Medium height, thin, dark complected. Say, wait a minute. They were here the day we opened, Miss Gold and Miss Hammond, dame. They're in the picture the opening night. Yeah, that's it. Them two.
Hey, it looks like her.
Yeah.
Shape of her head and general features are pretty close resemblance.
Say, could we borrow this picture? We'll make a copy of it and give it back to you.
Certainly. Say, I don't want to be nosy, but this Gold guy.
Oh, what about him?
Yes, me, he's got a record.
Well, do you know this for a fact, or is it just a hunch?
Call it a hunch if you like. But the way he acts, thinks he's a real tough guy.
Oh, maybe he is a tough guy.
Yeah. One of these days, somebody's going to cool him off, but good.
Thanks a lot.
Much obliged. This is a complete file from the parole officer, including Gold's present address. Shows that he was released from prison 2 or 3 years ago on a second-degree murder charge.
Well, let's go out and have a talk with him, huh? Open up, police officers.
So what?
Where's June Hammond?
Should I know? I ain't her keeper.
We think you know where she is.
Go ahead and think. It's a free country.
Pick up your coat. You're coming with us.
Don't trouble yourself. I ain't interested in that dame.
Yeah, we'll get your coat. You're coming downtown with us.
Who's the dame?
June Hammond.
You two guys are off your rocker. That ain't June. Don't look anything like her.
We understand you had a little beef with her last week.
In fact, Friday night, about the time she was killed.
Who told you that?
What's the difference? Who told us?
I'll kick their teeth in.
You won't kick anybody's teeth in. Now stop acting like a tough guy, Gold.
Look, don't push me around.
Now, if you don't come up with some right answers, we'll lock you up. Now, how about your girlfriend here?
I told you. That ain't June Hammond.
Well, where is she?
How do I know? We had a beef last week and she took off, that's all. Look, we had a few drinks. She started making eyes at some crumb at the bar. We had a beef, she took off, and that's all there is to it.
Where can we find her, Gold?
I don't know. Why don't you check with her old man and her old lady?
Where can we find them?
Out on Route 8. They've got a farm in Wheaton. Frank Hammond.
Frank Hammond, Route 8, outside Wheaton?
That's right.
Give me Frank Hammond, Route 8, outside of Wheaton. Mm-hmm. This is a bump steer, Gold.
I'm not worried, copper. That ain't June Hammond.
Hello, Frank Hammond? Well, this is Police Officer Wilson in Kansas City. Mr. Hammond, do you have a daughter, June? Uh-huh. Well, can you tell me where she is? She is? Well, can I speak to her? She's there. Hello, Miss Hammond. This is Police Officer Wilson in Kansas City. Well, fine, thanks. Miss Hammond, I wonder if you could help us out a little. Do you know a Danny Gold? Huh?
You see what I mean?
Yeah, yes. Well, that's fine. Thank you very much.
Well, there's 3 days' work gone up in smoke.
Yeah. Without identification on the dental plate, we have exactly nothing to go on.
Yeah, I got an idea.
What?
You remember that young fellow Russell that joined the force a couple of months ago?
Russell? Yeah, what about him?
Well, he's quite a sculptor. Now, he could make a full-size figure of the victim. We could dress her in her own clothes and put the figure in a department store window where everyone could see her.
I'm afraid that's a little bit circus, isn't it?
Well, if anything could get an identification, something like that might.
Well, it's worth a try. You know, Russell sure did a terrific job. If I was to walk into this room with the lights down, I'd swear she got up and walked out of the morgue.
Let's have some full-figure photographs made so we can send them out all over the country. I'm sure the woman wasn't from Kansas City.
Well, if she were, somebody would have identified her by now. After all, she'd been missing for 2 weeks.
Yeah, between the local and out-of-state publicity, we might be able to hit it just right.
It's my sister.
Miss Clark, you could have been mistaken. After all, it was only a figure.
I'm positive it's my sister. I bought her that sweater and blouse myself. It's my sister, right to the scar on her chin. I just can't believe it.
Miss Clark, do you feel strong enough to go to the morgue and identify the body?
There might be some other member of the family who could do it.
The rest of the family is in St. Paul. I think I'll be able to do it. That's my sister. That's Ruth.
When was the last time you saw your sister?
About 2 weeks ago in St. Paul.
Did she live at home?
No, she had an apartment at 1422 38th Street.
I see. Was she married?
She was engaged. When she was missing from her apartment and from where she worked, I came here to see if Bob knew.
Bob?
Bob Crawford, the man she's going to marry. But his folks said they hadn't heard from him in over a month.
Could Crawford and your sister have eloped?
I thought of that, too. That's why I went to see Bob's folks. But they would hardly talk to me.
You know what kind of a car Crawford drove?
4-door sedan, light color.
We'll run out to Crawford's folks, and perhaps they'll be a little more cooperative with us.
Yes, sir? We're police officers. Are you Mr. Crawford? That's right. What can I do for you? Tell us the whereabouts of your son.
That Clark woman won't get any information from me. I already told her we haven't heard from Bob for over a month.
Mr. Crawford, we're not trying to get any information from Miss Clark.
She's just trying to make trouble for my boy. I know that type of woman. Her sister hasn't got nerve enough to come here, so she sent her.
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Crawford, but it is important that we talk to your son.
I'm not going to help you. She's just trying to make trouble for Bob with his wife.
I understood that Bob was engaged to Ruth Clark.
That's what she thinks. Bob has been married for 3 years.
It's not a question of making trouble for your son, Mr. Crawford. Ruth Clark has been murdered.
Murdered?
Yes, she's the woman in red. The one that we fished out of Sand Lake.
I thought the Clark girl lived in St. Paul.
Somebody brought her to Kansas City and threw her in Sand Lake.
Bob wouldn't do a thing like that. He's not that kind of a man.
You'll have to talk to your son. I'm sure you understand how important that is now.
Yes, I understand. He rented an apartment at 4966 Overland Drive.
Thank you very much, Mr. Crawford.
Police officers.
Oh, well, come in. We're here to talk about Ruth Clark.
Yes?
You knew her quite well, did you?
No, I haven't seen her since I left St. Paul.
Well, she disappeared about the same time. Are you sure you don't know where she is?
I'm positive.
Would you mind coming with us to the morgue?
The morgue, huh?
Yes, we want you to see somebody for identification.
Very pretty sight.
It was worse with a clothesline around her neck and a towel jammed down her throat.
Well, I read about it. But it's not Ruth Clark.
Our sister seems to think it is.
Well, she's wrong. I don't know who it is, but it's not Ruth Clark.
Well, let's go back to the office. That's one sure way of finding out. Come on. Yes? Uh-huh. Are you sure? Would you send that report to me immediately? Fine, thank you very much. Crawford, that was Ruth Clark's dentist in St. Paul. He examined the teeth and positively identified them as Ruth Clark's. Do you want to change your mind now?
It doesn't look like it to me. But if he says so, I guess it could be. But how long do I have to stay here?
Quite a while, I'm afraid. You've got a lot of questions to answer, Crawford.
I was hoping that my wife wouldn't have to know about this.
But does she know that you're engaged to Ruth Clark in St. Paul?
We weren't exactly engaged. We were just, you know, going together.
Well, her sister was under the impression that you were engaged. Do you mind taking a lie detector test, Crawford?
No. Why should I?
The lie detector test indicates that you're lying.
There's a man on his way over here to see you, Crawford.
Yeah? All good. Send him in.
That's the same fellow who came into the station with the light four-door sedan. Even had the same sport jacket on. Yeah, that's him, all right.
You positive?
Just as sure as I'm standing here.
Thanks a lot, Gene. As soon as we draw up a statement, we'll send it out for you to sign.
Okay. Man, with what you were carrying in the back of your car, no wonder you were in such a big hurry. Just let go of that guy, will you? And I'll take care of him, but good.
All right. That's all, Clarks. We'll handle it. Be seeing you.
Yeah. Sure.
Well, that little act, Crawford, was as good as an admission of guilt.
Now, do you want to tell us all about it?
If I don't, you think you can knock it out of me?
No, we don't have to. We already got the facts.
All right, then what are you breathing down my neck for?
A statement. A simple statement why you killed Ruth Clark.
Because she wouldn't let me alone. That's why I killed her. All I wanted to do was go back to my wife. But Ruthie, she screamed at me. She screamed and she yelled. I had to shut her up. I had to kill her. Women, they're all alike. They think they own a guy. You understand?
Robert Crawford was extradited and returned to St. Paul, the scene of the crime, where he was given into custody of the sheriff, pending filing of proceedings and trial. Next week, we will bring you another exciting and actual crime report from the files of Official Detective Magazine.